need those.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. We are the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, your host, and my co-host is Jean Hungiville from
The Tarpon Springs Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you for that. And we have another great show, and we want to thank you for joining us. Basically, what we do here through WeBeamTV.com is to bring you the awareness and what's happening in the community so that you can see and maybe go ahead and join the chamber, whether you're a business owner or you know someone that is a business owner. We bring the chamber to you. Our first guest, which I'm excited, we've been talking just before the show, happens to be Rebecca Goniwich. Did I get that right?
You got it right. Very
From
good.
my very hometown, Tarpon Springs, the UPS store.
That's right.
So exactly where are you?
I actually have 3 locations.
Okay.
I bought my very first location about 2 years ago, and it is at Chelsea Place Shopping Center.
That's even closer.
Yes, it sure
Yes.
is. So that is in Newport Richey,
Uh-huh.
and it's off of 7 Springs, just north of Trinity Boulevard in Newport Richey. And my second location that we opened about a year ago, December, is in Tarpon Springs at US 19 North and Tarpon Avenue, right in the Public Center.
I know exactly where that is.
And then we're about to open a third location, and it should be November 1st in Odessa.
Nice.
Yes, at Starkey Ranch at the brand new Public Center. That's at 54 and Gun Highway.
Wow, you are rocking and rolling, right?
Yeah.
Jean? This
Yes,
is so
she's
great.
absolutely difficult to chase down.
Yes.
I saw the only one that is a member is the one in Tarpon Springs, and so when I first saw that, I thought, oh, I'm familiar with the UPS store because when I was in business about 15 years ago, I partnered with the UPS store, and we had talked about that.
Yes.
And so then I went, okay, I've got to find the owner. I've got to find the owner, and it was like, oh, she's here, she's here. Okay, then come back in 5 minutes, and then it was, oh my Lord. And then I found out why.
Right.
That's ambitious.
And the why is a perfect segue. What made you decide to open up these stores?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but let me tell you what drives me. I have a 28-year-old son with very severe autism.
Oh, dear. Okay.
And since he was diagnosed, I have either volunteered or worked directly with companies that help kids with special needs. But as you can imagine, that can take a toll on
Of
you.
course.
And it got so it really hurt my heart because I was working with newly diagnosed parents. So it's like reliving the worst day of your life every day. So I finally said, I've got to stop doing this because it was just hurting me too much. But I wanted to open a business that would help my own son with autism. So my husband and I, we did a lot of research. We investigated. We found out that the UPS store is actually always in the top 5 list of franchises to open.
Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah, but on top of that, we have 2 friends that own UPS stores that came from the corporate world.
Okay.
Went into the UPS store, so we were able to go into the stores and to see what it was like to run one. And both of them said it's a great lifestyle business. You know, you're not going to get rich, but it's a great lifestyle business.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the key word, lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I think there's more people that are looking to live a better lifestyle, less stress, right?
Right.
Not doing 60 and 80 hours a week, not having time for self-care and all of that. And with, you know, the challenges that you have with your son, I mean, this sounds like it's a beautiful match for both of you.
Yeah.
So how long have you been a member with the Tarpon Springs Chamber?
Well, we just joined this year.
It was July.
Yeah. Oh, so you're
yes.
kind of new there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
kind of
She's
New
one
Year's.
One of our newest members. And so when I saw UPS store and I knew everything that they did, which we'll get into here, I thought we've got to get them on board because I want to be able to send referrals up to you. And, you know, they're right next to the Publix in that shopping center when you first are on between Tarpon and I think it's Lime Street.
Right.
Right near the post office, right near coming straight into
I know
town.
exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's
TJ
very
Maxx is there
convenient.
in that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Look at
Yes, and Ulta and Petco
Yes,
and
yeah,
Panera
yeah.
and it's
Yes.
a great center. It's very
That is-
busy. I was surprised how it just kind of stood up and ran. I mean, once we opened that store, that the Tarpon Springs community has really embraced us, and everybody comes in and says, "I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here."
I'm telling you, because standing in lines elsewhere, or just, you know, I love family-owned businesses. My husband and I have a family-owned business, and it's good to support them too, because you get that family sort of care, if you
Right.
will, that personal touch. And if you're like us, you know that people are getting back to that handshake, that eye-to-eye
Oh,
contact,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So for you to do that, I think it is really good, and I wish you so much luck. You're going to be opening up that third one. That's
Right.
awesome. So let's talk about all the different services that you do. You can see that our
Yeah.
set is literally set up for the UPS store. So I'm going to turn this over to you and give us your best shot at some of the services that you have that I had no idea.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, what's fun, have you ever seen a UPS store commercial?
I probably have.
Oh, they're fun.
Was it fun and
Okay.
cute?
Yeah, they're really fun and cute. And they say that the UPS store offers every ing for small business, and then it proceeds to list them.
Oh.
So we offer printing. And printing is one of the main focuses. In fact, that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to open a UPS store, is because my background was all in sales, marketing, and management. And so it was the perfect collaboration of my creativity side as well as being able to help people, because
So
we
that
have
is your-
every ing for that small business. So we do printing. So we do business cards, we do banners, we do direct mail pieces, we do all kinds of advertisements. We do business brochures, we do pull-up signs, we do photographs. This is one of the photographs. We have a great
Oh, my goodness.
printer.
So you did this.
Yes, so
Okay.
we've got great ability. The printer has 11 different colors of ink, so it gives a much better, more beautiful quality picture than just your regular kind of photo, what you can do at
Nice.
home.
Neat.
We have a wide format printer. We do canvas prints. That's what's up here, the same eagle. We
Oh.
actually shot that in our backyard on Lake Tarpon.
Really?
Yeah, and so we can take a cell phone picture, we can blow it up, and then we have a graphic designer that's on staff 5 days a week so that he can edit it if it needs to be edited to change things around.
Who knew?
Yeah, we can customize
did not
it,
realize you
like
had a
put
graphic
Lake
designer, 'cause
Tarpon
that's news to me.
2019. We could make collages, whatever your creativity, whatever you know, we can do, we can create for you.
That is exciting, and you also have supplies there. So if you go to
Yeah.
the UPS
Yes.
store like I do, unprepared or what have you, but it is the convenience. Now, let's share the hours that you're open for operation.
Sure, we're open at 8 a.m. through 6:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. We're open Saturdays from 9 to 3:30, and then Sundays in at least one of my stores from 11 to 4, so 4 hours on Sunday.
Okay, so say that again.
Okay, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6:30
PM.
p.m.
Okay.
And then Saturday is 9 to 3:30,
Right.
and Sunday 11 to 4. 11 to 3.
See, that's really good
It's
because
middle of the day, and
Yeah.
it's all the times
Yeah.
when it's
Yeah.
convenient for people.
Yeah.
But the things that I found really interesting is when you look at a UPS store and you think, okay, we're going to do some shipping.
Right.
Okay. And a lot of times when you have something and you've already got the UPS label, I dropped something off, it cost me nothing,
Right.
but your staff did such a fabulous job because it got lost.
Oh, really?
But it was the label problem. It was not you
Oh.
all's fault, but they tracked it down and found out it was sitting in Kentucky. And so the company that we were doing the shipping with went ahead and was able to retrieve it from there.
Mm-hmm.
I was amazed. That was not anything that you all had done, but it wasn't
Right.
even a label that you all had made.
But you're
Right.
able to track it. That's a big deal.
That's
I don't
right.
send
Big deal.
anything without a tracking number.
Yep.
And that's good. That's just one of those highlights that makes you special. But I had no idea when. Have I been living under a rock? How long have they been doing this? The photographs.
Yeah.
Well, they've really just started the past couple years that they're really pushing print more. And that's really, at first I thought, shipping, I don't know. But with my marketing background, I was so excited to do the
yes,
printing,
yes.
to be able to
Yes.
help businesses to do that part of it. But it's just been a couple years.
Well, and I've taken the business card files from our business cards at the chamber, and when we need to have them printed the next time, they're coming over there because they can turn them around easily.
Yes.
We've got to
Right.
do some save the date cards for the Fine Arts Festival coming up. I've got my designer going to tweak the ones from last year, but I did not realize you had somebody on staff
Yeah, we do.
that we could work with so that if I get you a file and I just need dates changed or something like that,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can do that very easily.
Definitely.
So
I
what's
didn't
your
know you did this.
I'm sorry. What is your turnaround time?
It depends.
How ready, available it is?
Exactly.
How
Sometimes it can
art
be
ready?
Yeah. Sometimes
Okay.
it can be the next day. If you give it to me at say 9 o'clock, I can have it usually for the next day. It depends on
Really?
how fast. We need like a certain window of time.
And-
And then in our new store, we're going to get a print production machine, so that will be even faster. But Yeah, we've got a great, and they come with a really nice glossy cover too, where it's hard. Even some machines don't have that capacity, so we've got a lot of options to do.
That is one expensive
I'm telling that
piece
is
of
really
equipment.
exciting. That
Yeah.
is
Nice.
Jean, you were holding up one of the cards.
Look at these
And
cards.
if you want some of the coolest cards, the most beautiful and heartfelt cards,
I know, I'm looking
go
at
here because
Yeah.
they have. I go in there just
Isn't
and
that great?
I spend time looking at the
this.
cards. I know they're so cute.
And then here they can actually write a little note. So this is a love pop, and they were actually on Shark Tank.
Were they?
So yeah, so isn't that great? Isn't that beautiful?
That
I know. I saw those on the
Yeah.
counter the other day when I was in, and I thought, I have got to make a mental note to go back and get something like that.
Oh my goodness.
So, but the other thing that they do, that you would be surprised how many times people need a notary,
Right.
and they have notary services. We think that that is probably one of the most valuable things that you do, because I bet every other day that we send somebody up there for a notary. And,
Wow.
you know, we've got a couple of other
Yeah.
notaries in town, in a real estate office and another office, but you have to get when the person is in.
Right.
So,
I know. So this is really convenient.
oh my.
I just had a cue in my ear from our producer. We are running out of time.
Okay.
But I know that you just joined in July, the chamber, so I know that you probably had some experience with them,
Right.
and I know we'll hear maybe the next time when you come back. But has it helped you so far in such a short amount of time?
Oh, it definitely.
Oh, you're
has.
here. Of
I'm
course it
here.
has.
It's
Well, tell her
definitely
what's
helped
coming
us.
up. Tell her what's
Well,
coming.
we're doing our ribbon cutting soon.
Yes.
That's-
Awesome.
and it's a couple weeks.
The 11th, yes, on a Thursday.
It's
I-
on a
I
Thursday,
believe
5 to
that's-
7:30.
Great.
Or 6:30. So
Yep,
I will
we're
be talking
doing
about that
that.
at the end of the show. But yes, that's
Well, congratulations. I'm going to
Yes.
come see you. I'm going
All
to check
right,
out all
very
of what you
good.
have here. Thank
And
you
your
so much
staff.
for
Thank
joining us
you.
today.
So glad to.
Continued good luck with your
All
business
right,
and your
thank
new
you.
one opening. We'll have to check that out too.
All right, great.
Stick
Thank
around. We'll be
you.
right back after this.
Thank you.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by TrueLeave on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
It's in my file. Oh, we're live.
We are.
Oh, hello.
We're back. We're
Oh.
new at this.
I know. We're just
Welcome
chattering.
into Tarpon Springs Chamber of Commerce show
Yes.
on My Chamber TV. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly. With me is Jean Hungiville.
Absolutely.
Welcome back. Great first segment, and it's going to be another great segment right now because we can't talk enough about some of these businesses. And when it comes to the AAA Auto Club, oh my goodness, we have Vanessa Tuerff with us. You are the field manager, and you're going to be talking about all the different benefits. And I know Jean and I are ready to take advantage of a lot of discounts, and I'm going to let you
Which
talk
we were already
about.
talking about, yes.
Good afternoon, ladies. It's a pleasure to be here. I am from the AAA office that's located in Palm Harbor at 32050 US Highway 19. We are actually a AAA partner with the UPS, which we just earlier did the discussion with about the business. So as a member of AAA, if you go into a UPS store location and present your card, it's an immediate savings on various services that the UPS locations offer.
That is so neat.
It-
We just
I-
found
I'm
that out.
just learning this myself today.
know.
This is fabulous.
It is more than just a membership card for emergency roadside service. We offer identity theft protection as part of a benefit now that is included with our membership. And there are a lot of other various companies where it is a show your card and save immediately, as well as various partners where you can shop online and save money that way, as well as get discounts that go towards the renewal of your membership to offset the cost of it.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
Now, I have a question on that note that just came to mind. Is this for current new members, or like I've had my AAA for many years. Does that go into effect every renewal period?
You are eligible for those discounts always. So we have an
Did you hear that?
online, if you go to AAA.com and you go to a section with our online partners, you would go into a various vendor. So for example, Bell's is a company that we partner with online. So you enter their website, and then when you purchase your product, you're going to get a percentage of your sales, which is called AAA dollars. And basically, it's like a little account that sits on your membership. So when it renews next year and you get your renewal in the mail, it'll tell you what your AAA dollars are that you have achieved during that year and offset the cost of your membership.
How cool is
kidding.
that?
Yeah, because, I
And-
mean, and that makes you then want to upgrade your membership because it's very reasonable
right.
anyway.
Oh, I know.
And we also have, in the branches, we have various gift cards for Lowe's, Home Depot, all the restaurant establishments. And if you purchase those in the branch, you can earn up to 5% in AAA dollars, which also goes towards your AAA membership renewal.
I had no idea.
That is really
Okay.
cool. That definitely makes it worthwhile.
Yes.
For sure.
We have some pharmacies, so like a CVS, for example, people who have to get prescriptions each month will come in, buy the gift card, get their AAA dollars to offset their membership, and then they go to CVS
Oh, that makes
and
a lot of
make their
sense.
purchase with their pharmacy product.
That's exciting.
Now, where
Yes.
in Palm Harbor is your office or your, because I want to do that. That's
We-
right down the road from us.
We're located between Tampa Road and Curlew. So if you're
Okay.
heading south, it would be located on the right-hand side, right
On
near where
19.
Outback is.
Oh, I know
Yes.
where it is.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
that is
You're
where we're
out back.
located.
Okay.
And AAA is so much more than just membership. We have insurance. We offer
That's right. You do auto insurance.
auto insurance, home insurance. We have our own and operated insurance companies. And one of the products that we have that is exclusively specific to AAA is we have something in Florida called a package policy, which is just that. It is one insurance policy that is insuring both your home and your auto on the same policy. And it's
Cool.
AAA is the only company in Florida that offers such a policy like that.
Home and car.
Correct.
So you're bundling it and getting a discount, and with AAA,
That is
it's
correct.
good rates.
Now,
Oh,
how long
yay.
have they been doing that?
A long while.
I swear, I'm living under a rock.
A long while.
I know.
I've been a member. How long have you been a member?
I've been a member since like 97.
I have too.
And I had no idea.
See, that's what we do here on My Chamber TV. We raise the awareness on what's happening right in your own hometown. This is so great.
We also have a bank. So we have
Oh,
We have checking accounts and savings accounts, CDs. We have mortgages that are available, automobile loans, and we also offer an exclusive credit card to our members that has a very, very valuable benefit as far as rewards that you can earn with that credit card.
I have gotten that one in the mail, and it's like, I usually, when I get credit card ones in the mail, I just leave all of that alone.
Yes.
But I'll have to take another look at that, because I did not even think about using that credit card and offsetting some membership dollars from AAA dollars. I'm thinking that's how it works.
So think about coming into the branch and using your AAA credit card to buy gift cards. So you're going to earn rewards on your credit card, and then you're also going to earn the AAA dollars towards your membership.
That's really phenomenal. I mean,
Yes.
who knew?
It's
really?
free. It'll
So
be free.
yeah, insurance products, there's a 3% reward that you're eligible to earn on it. Any sort of travel products that are done through AAA, so a cruise, hotels, lodging, it is in train, it's 3% that you get in rewards.
You know, it used to be AAA was a travel agency, is what was in everybody's mind. You go in and you get the trip books, and now, I mean, who knew? When did all of this start evolving?
The travel department, insurance departments have always been there. It's just everyone thought of them as the triptych. So,
Yeah.
you go in and you get your little pamphlet that shows you your trip.
Flip it
So, yep.
over, and
But-
every
Yeah.
time, every so many miles.
Yeah.
We still do those, believe it or not.
Well, I imagine you probably have some senior citizens
Yes.
that want to have that in hand because they don't have a smartphone with
Right.
a GPS on it. Makes sense.
Yes. We have an app too. AAA has an app. So as a member, if you
That's
want to
handy.
get your emergency roadside service through your app, it will track you. You can see
Yes.
how they're
I have
coming.
it.
I have it too. I have it. Yeah, instead
I
of
had no
standing there
idea.
in a parking lot waiting, you can go into, say, Publix or whatever,
Right.
and, track it on that. And you can actually see where they are. It's like the little map
didn't
where they're
even-
driving. It's so
And
cool.
That must have loaded automatically when I did something.
Yes.
And so I've never used it. I'm in awe.
So tell us, anything else? Is there anything else?
Well, we have a life insurance company that we own too. So
oh
we
my
offer
goodness.
term life insurance,
Okay.
permanent life insurance. We also have a return of premium as well as we do annuity products. So AAA is pretty much one stop, and you can take care of all of your needs, whether it be protecting your family from life insurance or home insurance, auto insurance, to creating a dream and going on a very special vacation. It can all be arranged through any of the representatives in the AAA branches.
That's incredible. I have to ask this question, but how long has AAA been around?
Since the 1900s.
Since the 1900s.
How did it start? What does AAA stand for anything?
American Automobile Association.
Okay, I think I probably should have known that. But it was one of those things where
I won't
went-
divulge whether I did or not.
I should have known that one. But I mean, how did it come about? What was the need? What was the history?
The assistance, the roadside assistance,
Okay.
was the original need for it, and then the culture has grown. Florida, there are different clubs throughout the United States. We are Auto Club Group. We have a headquarters that's located in Dearborn, Michigan, as well as last September we opened a brand new location in Tampa, right off of the Veterans. So if you're traveling on the Veterans, you can't miss it. We have 11 states that are part of our club, as well as Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And we service over 9 million members. And it has just recently been announced that we are now merging with the Carolina Club. So we will now have South Carolina and North Carolina as well,
Okay.
which will bring us something we just launched several months ago. We opened the first car care center for AAA in Florida on West Shore. So
Oh.
if anybody has a chance, they do automotive services, as well as there is an office, a branch that's located with it.
Okay.
And there will be, hopefully by the end of this year, we will be breaking ground on the second car care center here in Florida, which will be in Clearwater.
My,
And the
my.
Carolinas.
Nice. That'll be close to us.
The Carolinas have 40 car care centers, as well as they actually have car washes too. So that's another evolution.
My
grief.
goodness. I'm just
well,
blown
it's kind
away.
of like UPS has become more and more and more. AAA is not what
Yes.
everybody was used to. When I was a member in Virginia before I moved here, that was a different club, and I didn't realize that it wasn't just one big national company. And it was out of Norfolk, and it did not have all of the services that you have here. And when I was having a little bit of trouble switching over, I talked to somebody here, and it probably was the Palm Harbor office, because that's where I was living, was in Palm Harbor, and you all just took care of it.
Yes.
And it was just seamless, and it transferred the club, and it wasn't.
Yep.
So it was like, oh my gosh, this is easy, this is wonderful.
Yes, so when you do move around throughout the country, you just need to make sure that you're still in the right club, because each club has different services that they offer and things of that nature. So yes, we will make sure that you are a member of the applicable club so that you're getting all of the appropriate benefits.
I have a question for you on the insurance.
Yes.
We just got our car insurance bill.
Ew.
Yes.
And I don't feel like I'm in good hands, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
All right. So, anymore. And we haven't had any accidents or claims or anything like that, so I'm just about ready. Do you have people in your office? Do you have agents in your office that you
Yes.
can come in, physically sit down with them and go over whatever the insurance that you have, and maybe do that bundle package for your home and your car insurance?
Absolutely. The branch hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And yes, we have numerous insurance agents that are there that can review your insurance with you. We can look at our package policy, as well as last October we rolled out a brand new auto insurance product in Florida, which has been very, very competitive in the marketplace.
Okay.
I'm
Very good.
liking this.
I know. And we've just gotten our cue that we have only about a minute remaining. How long have you been a member of the chamber?
We've been a member for a long time.
Long time, before
thought-
it predated me.
I figured you probably were. So you're engaging with them and getting results and just
Yes.
making it all work.
Yes.
That's exciting. Will you leave me a card
I certainly
before
can.
you leave?
I certainly can.
want to thank you so much for coming in and enlightening the two of us. Hey, you've been living under a rock too with me. I know what's up with all that.
Yeah, I know Vanessa personally, and so she just moved to this branch.
That's great.
So I was like, oh, wait a minute, we have to get all of this stuff up to date. And
Oh,
fine.
good
So,
job,
yes.
my friend. Good
Yes.
job. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after this.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by True Leave on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. We are having fun here through WeBeam TV, and certainly produced by Tampa Bay Multimedia. I'm one of your hosts, Barbara Marville Kelly, and with me is Jean Hungiville. We're actually supporting and showing off the Tarpon Chamber of Commerce, of which we at Tampa Bay Multimedia are members of. And so,
Very active member, as a matter of fact.
yes, we are very active, and we do this show once a month, and bringing the show to you, bringing the businesses to you, and all the features and benefits that when you join the Tarpon Chamber, you have a business, you get a chance to come on our show and talk about anything you want to talk about, like features and benefits that you wouldn't know in marketing materials. But speaking of marketing materials, we have a special guest that had no idea he was coming on. So he says, "Can I be the silent guest today?" So, see?
There
we
go.
got it. Anyway, we have Anthony Sakovich that's joining us. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. This is fantastic.
I
I'm glad you were
know.
able to fit me in.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've just taken on a position in helping us all help the community. Tell us what you're doing.
Tampa Bay Multimedia Services has a long history of working with the community here and helping small businesses grow as they need to. They need to be able to tell the community about themselves and to really get the message out. But as the market has progressed, the way that you do that has become more complicated, and it doesn't actually need to be. So what we've done here at TBMSS is create a new kind of marketing program for these small businesses, one that allows them to not only get their message out like they would with the Chamber TV, but also work with that message once you've created it onto the internet and use everything from social media, SEO, multimedia marketing to get the most bang for your buck. And I mean, and your buck is not just the dollars you spend, it's the hours you spend on your marketing.
Well, time is money.
It certainly works out to be that way. And so we've got several new packages that we're offering here at Tampa Bay Multimedia, as well as new services that we are able to provide to the community and make sure that our businesses here, our small businesses, really have every advantage they can in today's market, because you're up against some really big heavy hitters
Sure.
that have huge marketing budgets and huge advertising budgets.
Yes.
And so we've created some new tools that allow you to do a lot of the same things they do, but do it much faster and much more cost effectively.
What are
You don't
some
need
of the
giant
examples of that?
departments.
Because I've been hearing that these are coming. I'm dying to hear what they are.
Well, one of the first things we're doing is we're going to be changing up the packages that we offer. I know you mentioned earlier about doing, the full 1 hour program that you can have to highlight your program and tell everything about
Sure.
it. And that's great. And that works really well on your About page on your website. Social media, you need fast messages. So we're going to be
I've been
doing a
hearing
new
that.
30-minute package. That
30 minutes,
may not,
really?
yeah, but, so
Okay.
what's the big difference? It's the fact that not only do you get the 30-minute that can go up on your About page, but we're also going to give you 5 short segments that are cut in and out of that 30-minute message, so that you can then take those short messages
That's
and promote
perfect.
them, because the drop-off in viewership on any of the social media or YouTube or anywhere is massive. And of course, you have to be doing multimedia. Video is your best bet. What is the second largest search engine in the world?
Google.
That's the first one. What's the second?
The second what?
The second largest search engine.
Did you say Google?
Yeah.
I said Google,
Which
and
is
that's
of course
one.
number 1. Number
I
2, ready? YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Is it really?
People use YouTube as a
Yes.
search engine.
Yes.
And so if you're out there with your message and you've got these short segments and people can get the answers to the questions, let's say you're a pool company, okay, and you've got questions on how to take care of your pool in the winter.
Or how do you change the filter?
Or how to change the filter. And you can just do these quick segments that really provide value to your customers and make you a relied upon and trusted member of their tribe.
Exactly.
It's Web 2.0 marketing, where you no longer put up a sign and hope people find you. You go out and find them first.
Sure.
And we give you the tools that help you do that.
So what is the normal type? I mean, are we talking 3 to 5 minutes, and then that's probably the optimum time that people's attention span is?
There's a big cutoff after 2 minutes. But if you can hold their attention because they found this message because they're interested in what you said,
Yes.
then your drop-off comes way back up again.
Yes.
But it's still, it's a contract between you, the advertiser, the marketer, the business owner, and your potential consumer. You're saying, I'm only going to take 4 minutes to give you the answer you need. I'm not going to make you, slide through, scan through a whole video for an hour trying to find your answer.
Thank you. That's
okay? And so
true.
when you make that contract with someone, you then, of course, have to keep it by giving them the actual answer to their question. But then you have to, you deliver, they accept, now you've formed a relationship with them. So
Right.
where are they going to go when it's time to decide on a pool service? They're going to go straight to you.
Because they're going to remember. Well, you know, I did some...
Well, they're going to do more than remember. Our program that we offer also can help you stay in contact with them.
Yes, good,
There's a whole lot to it. Yeah.
Now, is that your wheelhouse? Because we just met, I mean, officially today, but I've seen you in the studio here and there. Is that what you've been doing?
I have been a marketing consultant for 36 minutes. No, I mean 36 years. I look really good for 80, don't I?
I love it.
But no, I actually started while I was in college doing marketing consulting to small businesses.
Oh,
and it was
boy,
very
it has
successful.
evolved
So
over
that's
the
what
years,
kind of,
hasn't it?
It certainly has, and it hasn't. That's
Okay.
what's funny. So many of the ideas are exactly the same. They just have new names for them.
No kidding.
But you have to know the new names. You have to know the new lingo in order to be functional in the world.
You know, that is so, so very true.
Yep.
And, you know, I did a little research a while ago because we did a pilot show doing businesses. We set it up, and it was very successful. And the studies that we found that were, and maybe it's an update on this, that video is viewed 12 times more than print. Why? Because time is our most valuable commodity.
Yep.
And if we can get a message out in a short amount of time, and the message needs to be very clear and succinct and personable, not a bunch of throw-upping on people, but just...
No auto narration. Yes.
You know, do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so that they
absolutely.
can get that message, and then they want to come back. They want to see, oh, they didn't take them. I'm going to just say this. I spent the whole day yesterday trying to figure out this, and that on the computer, when I should not have had to do that. But if you have somebody do that for you, it goes right back to time being your most valuable commodity. And think about it, I get so frustrated. First of all, I need to know more. I'm going to take a computer class. I am. I'm going to take a computer so that can.
What about a YouTube video?
And a YouTube video? Yeah. No, I need hands-on. I'm like a 2-year-old. Well, no, the 2-year-olds are better than I am, right?
Yeah,
but what
exactly.
you're saying, I truly get. And video can do it. And if you have those little clips and all, people don't. I mean, they will watch a whole hour here, you know, because they like to see the guests and all. But if you're a business owner, get your message out through video. We still need print. I'll be the first one to admit that. But video is so key today.
You know, it's really interesting.
It goes cross generations,
I was just examining the statistics that we have for our video programs, okay? And as you expect, your number one category for how long people watch is going to be less than 2 minutes. That's just the way it is,
Right.
because people have to figure out if it's
Right.
what they want to see or not.
Right.
Okay, they go,
Exactly.
no, that's not it,
Right.
move on. Okay, that's what you expect with a regular video. Then you expect it to go down evenly. The fascinating thing about WeBeam TV, our number 2 category in viewership retention is an hour or more.
No kidding. So
It
people
is
just settle in.
insane.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
They go on there, they go, this is what I want to watch. This is the program I want to see. I'm going to learn from this, whether it's about real estate or it's about legal issues or any of our other number of programs that people could be a guest on. The fact of the matter is, when people settle into these issues and want to watch them, they stick and stay.
They stay.
So coming in here, the best thing you can do for marketing. It's really great if you have a business and you need this stuff for social media, but one of the best things you can do is have your own program.
Of course.
And it's a
Of course.
Honestly-
Tell us about that.
And it's a program, and it's not an advertisement.
Right.
Yes.
And that's
Right.
the difference.
Right.
And you make your own talk show. And I mean, this is a super example right here of what you can do. Because if I can ask everybody to just like slide back and move up a level, we're in here with the Chamber of Commerce, talking to all these members of the Chamber of Commerce. But what you're learning about is the Chamber of Commerce and the value they bring. And so by watching all these episodes, you're understanding who they are, what they are, how they work. And believe it or not, by watching these two ladies, you're developing a relationship with them because you know them, you understand them. You're dealing with the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce here. And so she's in here. So what happens when you have a program, you have a law firm, you have a doctor's office, you're a chiropractor, whatever it is, there are some amazing things you could come in and talk about on a weekly basis. And
Exactly.
consistency is hugely important.
Oh, you're so
Okay?
right about that.
I started many years ago with a company, and I took the worst day and hours of the week to be out there in public doing my program, okay? And it was the worst. And everybody else used to swap around and flop around and do their stuff at whatever time. But because I had the best, I set records in the first year
That's great.
for new customers.
Well, I love to
coming
hear
in.
that. How can people get in touch with you?
You can just go to webeamtv.com, and from there you can launch into our contact. You can go over to Tampa Bay Multimedia Services, .com, or tbmservices.com. Okay, and from there you can also log in and just send in a question form
Or you can
call.
Or you can call the Chamber of Commerce,
Or you can
because-
call the Chamber of
That's right.
Commerce because we're members of the chamber.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's one of the beautiful things. You can go on Facebook and find us. We're everywhere, and so all you got to do is start looking, and there we are.
Thank you for saying that. That is wonderful. And of course, John Gaston has a little bit of experience too, I must say.
A little.
Many,
Oh,
many
he
years.
is
And I'll
brilliant
tell
in
you,
this
you look
industry.
good, you sound good. It all works. We're a great team here, and we'd
Absolutely.
love to have you on board. Thank you so much. We got to go.
Well, thank you.
All right. See you soon.
Thanks.
We'll be
Thanks.
right back.
Great.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by Trulieve on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
be winging it.
You can use your cheat sheet.
I can use my cheat sheet.
Hi,
I know
everyone.
we are.
Welcome back into My Chamber TV. Hopefully you have enjoyed the show so far. We've got a lot going on WeBeam TV. And in the Tarpon Springs Chamber of Commerce, I'm Barbara Marville Kelly. And with me is Jean Hungiville. It's going to be talking about a lot of things going on, events. In fact, one of the events that I'm going to be participating in.
Yes, you are.
So I'm going to turn it over to you because you've got a whole list
I've
there.
got a whole list of stuff, but I will tell you, this has gone really fast today.
I know.
It's been really lively.
It has, it
I
has.
know, and we had the opportunity to meet the new guy from Multimedia, Anthony.
I know, he's gonna
that
be
was good.
great.
He's going to be really good.
Yes,
So
yes.
if he is calling on your business, let him in and listen to him because he knows what he's talking about. Oh my gosh, we have so much going on. I can't believe September is
Where do you
almost
start?
done.
I mean, we're wrapping up September here.
Well, if it's Wednesday, it's Chamber Day.
Yes.
So if, it's the first of the month, and we talk about this every month, if it's the first Wednesday of the month, it ends up being coffee at the Copenhagen, and it's a highly caffeinated, just energized morning, and it goes from 8:30 until 9:45, and everybody has talks over top of each other. We take pictures, we share information. We have about 30 people when we pack that little cafe.
That's what you say all the time.
I know. and
I
it's-
bet everybody's buzzing if it's high caffeinated.
It is, and they make fabulous coffee. And they do
Yeah?
a Danish breakfast with sourdough bread, slabs of butter on it, and
Ooh,
sausage,
yum.
and then I'll do a coddled egg that I get to be my grandmother with cutting it off the top of it. It's just wonderful, and then lots of caffeine. But that's always how we start the month, and so that will be next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
And then the second Wednesday, we sort of all need a break, and it's a mixer that we have going on. And coming up in October, let me do this. Last month, the mixer that we had was a walking tour. And remember Chrysula who
I
came
talked to
here?
Chrysula this week, and she is getting booked fast.
Yes, she is.
And
So-
she's doing that wonderful. She's a dear friend of ours, and she's doing so
Yeah.
well. She's so excited.
Tarpon Walking Tours, and she actually came in and did her first tour with some of our members, and everybody was wonderful because they gave her good feedback and a little tweak here, a little tweak there, and it's really exciting.
I'm excited.
She is just pumped.
She's an icon.
I know.
In Tarpon Springs with her heritage and all of that.
I know.
And she was so tickled because she was doing so much homework.
Oh, she's
Even
done
though
her
she's
homework,
lived
too.
there and been raised there for many, many years, there's still a lot of little side pockets in town that she's learning even more, delving in deeper,
Mm-hmm.
and with the Art Society, and just so much. She's excited.
Yep. Well, and coming up then, our mixer this time is going to be, let me see here, I know I've got 2 or 3 of them coming up, but it is going to be at Dog Lovers, which is
Cool.
out on 19, and everybody can
I'm
bring
a customer
their pet.
there. I'm on my way there after I leave today.
Yes, and it's coming like, let's go potty.
So
And-
are they fairly new? Fairly new with you guys?
No, they've been there, but they've just gotten active again. So we're going to go potty. They're going to have treats. It's going to be fun.
When is
And
that? When is
it is the second Wednesday of the month. That will be, hold on, let me see if I can get it in the right spot. My
ninth?
contacts the 9th. Thank you. It's on the 9th. Yeah, I know. But that's going to be a lot of fun. You can bring your best friend with you, your best four-legged friend along.
Oh,
so
I'm
it's going to be
excited
all
about
fun on
that.
that one. So we've got all of the stuff going out. If you are a member of the Chamber, you get your Monday newsletter about 1 or 2 o'clock, and it lists everything we have going on. Now, if it's the third Wednesday of the month, we have a lunch, and the lunch is always some sort of a teaching session. Last week, it was Jim Grant, who was with Associated Insurance. He's been here, and he is an expert on health insurance, and it's just really, he talked about the different types of insurance and how it's changing for the year coming up because everybody's going through and going to be re-signing up. This month, our lunch is going to be something really interesting. Do you remember Pineapple Placements, Amber?
Yes, I do.
She's our Small Business of the Year.
Yes,
and
darling.
She is going to be our luncheon speaker. If you want to find out what is available in healthcare, whether it's just temporary for rehab, or if you have a crisis and you need longer term, or if it's end of life.
Yes.
She knows all the pieces and where they all are.
She does, and she's so passionate about what she does as well. See, this is the kind of information that you can get when you tune into our show. in
Yes.
this area.
And her business has been open just a little over a year.
Yeah.
So we're going to do an open house and a ribbon cutting for her finally, because she's now bricks and mortar. She is one of my tenants at the chamber, which is really
Oh, that's
wonderful because we have the
cool.
extra space. But she is going to be our speaker at lunch. That one will be at Allegro out in Eastlake,
Okay.
on the Eastlake Road. And so that one is going to be the 16th of October.
Okay.
So call the chamber, or if you get our newsletter, RSVP, because that one is filling up really quickly.
I bet.
The fourth Wednesday of the month, we're here for Chamber TV, but we also have end of the month happy hour. Tonight, it's going to be at the Unitarian Universalist Church in Tarpon Springs, which is on Grand Avenue. They are doing a ribbon cutting, or we're
Nice.
doing a ribbon cutting with them at 5:30. They have completely renovated that church. And the George Innes Jr. paintings are now rehung. I can't wait to see them because they've been in storage for about 3 years. I've heard about them, but I have never been able to see them.
Nice.
So we're going to be doing that tonight, and they're doing a smaller open house. They're going to be doing a big blowout in a couple of months. But the ribbon cutting with the mayor and all of that's going to be nice because Unitarian Universalist Church is one of the oldest churches in the area. So that one is tonight, and then at the end of October, we're going to be at Johnny's Tap House.
Nice.
We're coming back around full circle, and we're just going to hang out at Johnny's at the end of October.
And where is that?
That is downtown on Tarpon Avenue on the corner of Ring and Tarpon.
Okay. I know where it is.
Yeah, it's great. Now, we have some other non-Wednesday events going on. We have the ribbon cutting that we were talking about earlier that is with the UPS store, and that one is on the 11th of September, and that one is going to be great. That will be up in the next to the Publix in Tarpon Springs. That won't be there.
Okay.
We also had one last night, and then we're doing the other one tonight at the UU Church. We probably have 2 or 3 more, which I think are going into November. But I cannot believe how Tarpon Springs is growing.
Oh my goodness.
It is growing by leaps
It
and bounds.
really is. I had no idea, and we've lived there for a little over 20 years in Tarpon Springs.
We also have on the 12th of October our first health fair.
Yes.
And I know you and a friend of yours are interested in being in that.
Yep.
We have 50 spots, 30 are already filled. It's $75 for chamber members or $100 for non-chamber members. And it is not elderly care, it is wellness from one end of the spectrum to the
Yes,
other. We
yes.
have Health Clubs, 9 Round is probably going to be there, Anytime Fitness. Gladiator, Camp Gladiator is a new interesting concept that's going to be there.
Good.
YMCA is also there.
Right.
But also we have, Amber from Pineapple Placements is my co-chair on that one, so she's organizing and putting together. It will be at the Tarpon Springs Yacht Club on October 12th. It's a short one. It's from 9 until noon.
Yes.
And
yes.
so it's open to everybody, chamber members and non-chamber members.
Yes.
So, and we're going to have Touch a Truck and a bounce house and some other
Some
things
for
the
kids.
kids as
Oh,
well.
that's great.
And some of it's going to be inside, some of it's going to be outside. There'll be a couple of insurance companies there. There's going to be some other types of businesses that would be
Fit
into
good
all.
fit.
Yes,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of that. And we're being very careful about not getting too many of the same kind of
Same,
business. It's
yeah.
2 of each business, and once that slot is full, so that you're not looking at 17 people doing blood pressure screenings.
I know. I know.
It is the 12th,
12th.
of October. So this will be our first one. So I'm looking forward to this.
I'm looking very forward to it as well. So We Beam TV needs to be there and maybe do some
Absolutely,
some
we can do
shoots
some
there.
shoots there. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We can do that. And then the other thing we have coming up at the end of October, it was supposed to be this Saturday, is our photo scavenger hunt.
Oh, that is a blast.
That was so much
I
fun
love
last
just
year.
hearing about it.
It was so much fun last year. People in costumes. If you go to our website, you'll see pictures that Witches of Tarpon Springs came in second in the contest. And the first people that won the costume contest were the Mad Hatter and his crew. And now that was just for the costume contest. Lowe's was our first prize winners. It's a photo contest where you layer the different types of photos. For instance, I'll give you an example. If you go to the hospital and you get a picture in front of the hospital, it's worth 10 points. But if you get into the ER, it's worth another 25. You get to the operating room, we'll throw 50 on it. And those kinds of, if there's blood in it, we'll throw 100 points in there. So it's one of those things where your team gets a picture. Now, even as far-fetched as that sounds, I'm using that as an example of how we layer them so that it's a surprise. Nobody gets this ahead of time. There's 70 to 100 picture combinations that you can do.
Doesn't it sound like fun?
And the logistics on the end of it is something that we've got all worked out. People come back and they have lunch. It's at Captain Jack's upstairs. They have lunch.
I love that place.
Oh, yes. And they are one of our primary sponsors. And we play a trivia contest. We also have a whole lot of raffle baskets that are out there that people buy tickets for. It's a chamber fundraiser, but it's also a highly beveraged chamber fundraiser for lunch. The beer bottles that line up on the table are pretty amazing. And
my goodness.
the first prize is $100 per person on the team. Second prize is 75 times 4 for the 4 members of the team, and the third prize is 50. I do them in coupons of $25, so for Lowe's or Home Depot or at different restaurants and those sorts of things. So it's a lot of fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun, and we've had a lot of fun today. We have just a few seconds remaining. You always do such a great lineup, and
thank you.
I thank you for that, and I thank you for bringing in our guests today to talk about AAA, to talk about UPS.
Do you realize that they were all initials today? UPS, AAA, and WeBeam.
I know. Well, we want to thank you for joining us. We are the heartbeat of the community. We'll be back with more. Next week will be another chamber show. See you then. Bye now.
It was great.